Hi everyone, I have gotten a few questions about lesson 1.4 for advanced math with solving equations for a specific variable when there's more than one. So I want to go ahead and take a look at these today. So I have pulled these four problems straight from lesson 1.4 in those odd numbered problems. So you can go back and look to see how they would relate to the ones that you're assigned. So if you look at this first one, it says 1/3 x plus y equals 4, and you need to solve for y. So we need to start on the same side of the variable as y, but furthest away from it. So that would be this 1/3 x. So the opposite of 1/3 x would be negative 1/3 x, or to subtract that from both sides. When we do this will cancel and we're left with y equals negative 1/3 x plus 4. This 4 is a positive, so we're going to keep a plus sign in front of it. Now, we have y all by itself, so at this point we are finished with this equation because that's what they're asking for us just to get the y by itself. So now if we look at this next one, again, we're going to start on the same side of the equal sign as the y, but furthest away. So we're starting with 4x. The opposite of 4x is negative 4x. So again, we're going to subtract. Negative 4x plus 6 equals 9y. And we're going to divide both sides by 9 because 9 and y are being multiplied. The opposite is to divide. So here we have y equals this. Each term on the top is divided by the 9. So negative 4/9 x plus 6/9. Now you're probably going to hear a little Cooper playing back there, but we're just going to hope he is going to cooperate while we finish here. So here the only thing left is that we are going to simplify 6/9. So when we do that, 6/9 is the same as 2/3. Now in this question, we have y all by itself again, which is what they're asking us for. So again, here we're finished at this point with this problem. Now let's go ahead and look at two more. So I have a feeling this is probably more where we are getting a little unsure of ourselves. Now with these next set of problems, they're simply asking us to solve for the variable that's in red. We want that to be all by itself. So in this first one here that we can see that m and c squared are being multiplied. When there's no operation sign, we know that we're multiplying, and the opposite of that is to divide. So we're going to divide by c squared on both sides. When we do that here on the right, this will cancel and we're left with m. And over here, since we don't know what E or C is, we can simply leave this as E over C squared. Now, we have the red variable, the M, all by itself. So at this point, we are finished with this equation. I know this is probably going to seem a little different than what we're used to because we're used to having a number here usually. And this is just helping us prepare for in real life situations, career-based situations that we would be able to solve given certain information. So here, if we look at this next one, we have a equals 1/2 pi w squared plus 2lw. So here we're starting on that same sign of the variable that is in red, but furthest away from it. So we're going to start by subtracting 1/2 pi w squared from each side. When we do that, on the left, we have a minus Okay, so we're going to have a minus 1/2 pi w squared is equal to 2lw. Now, the L's in the middle, which makes this not necessarily trickier, but tries to trick us. So keep in mind that when we're multiplying numbers or terms, that it doesn't really matter what order that you multiply them in. So multiplying these could be 2 times L times W, or it could be 2 times W times L. And when we think about it this way, we can see that if we divide by 2W on each side, that is going to leave us with the L by itself. So here we're going to have A minus 1/2 pi W squared over 2W equals L. Again, now that we have L by itself, we can be finished at this point because we've satisfied what they're asking us for.